Hello you guys, what's up? I am GojiFan1998 and welcome back for another new video for today. As in today, I'm doing for another figure reviews for this time today. Today, I am going to review the Bandai Movie Monster Series, Godzilla 1955. Now let's talk about his history about this Godzilla right here. This incarnation of Godzilla is the second generation of the Showa Godzilla in the Showa series. First an appearance in a sequel to the original 1954 movie, Gojira, was Godzilla Race Again, or known as in Japan as Godzilla's Counterattack. And this Godzilla design, however, is kind of resembled based on Shodai Goji, but very different, to make it more movement for Haruo Nakajima to operate while fighting Anguirus in the film. So now, let's get ready to talk about the detail of the figure. The detail of the figure looks pretty amazing. The dorsal fin looks pretty impressive. And it's kind of a little bit really funny looking the way it was, just like the way it was from the movie, depends on the side. His tail is way much longer than the Shodai Goji suit. And it's got 4 toes like the original Godzilla suit. And his fangs are really amazing, longer, really cool. Nice to have the ears on the head around it. It was just like the way it is. And the eyes was very impressive, but we don't know what was the actual color of the Kaikushu Goji suit since they were filmed in black and white. However, Godzilla Race Again was the final Godzilla movie to be shot in black and white till the rest of the remaining of the movie, where they were filming it in color. For the rest of the remaining of the Showa series, to start from King Kong vs. Godzilla through Terror of Mechagodzilla. And now let's go into talk about the paint job of the figure. The paint job of the figure looks very impressive, very gray, kind of like the way it was from black and white. And I really like the way they colored the dorsal fin, really good. And so, like some said, that this suit was very closely resembled based on Shodai Goji to make it a little bit more thinner so that Haruo Nakajima can find a monster in the filming. Really cool. So now, let's talk about there's a movement of the figure. Is this figure's movement? Yes, it has. It's got 4 movable. I gotta move his arm a little bit so I can demonstrate his foot. You can rotate his feet, but you gotta be very slowly without popping up his foot off, without popping his leg. So, my advice to you guys, go slow. If you go too fast, it'll go pop. But don't worry, it's just my demonstration. So, anyway, you can rotate his arm just like the other one. Really cool. Now let's do it here. Yeah, it was really cool. But unfortunately, this figure is not quite, don't have a movable tail at all. It's just different the way it is, I guess. Very different. Okay, now let's do the size comparison. We're going to do the comparison with his counterpart of the Descendant from another Bandai Movie Monster series that you saw in my last figure review. Bandai Movie Monster series, Godzilla 1954, or the first Godzilla. Let's get them face to face. They were very too closely, and now let's talk about compare the dorsal fin. Like some said, they are very closely resembled together. Well, it depends on it. So that is Godzilla 1954 from the movie Monster Series line. The next comparison I wanted to show, Bandai 50th Memorial figure, Godzilla 1967. Get them face to face. They all share the same height together. So that's the Bandai 50 Memorial, Godzilla 67. The next comparison I'm going to do with the Bandai Movie Monster series line is Gorosaurus. Face to face again. Okay, Godzilla's apparently he was taller than Gorosaurus, so that is the Bandai Movie Monster series Gorosaurus from now on. And the last I'm going to do to share the last comparison is the Bandai Movie Monster series Godzilla 2004. Very closely height. So anyway, so that's for the Godzilla 2004. Before we conclude this video, I'm going to talk about at least one more detail about who was the suit actor wore this Godzilla suit, the Kaikushu Goji suit. It was Haruo Nakajima himself. And now, let's talk about where did I first got this figure. I got him all the way back in GFAX of this year, 2024, and he's really not that bad price to get him. I really love that detail of the figure, and what I know, after I closely analyzing the photos for both the Memorial figure and the Movie Monster Series line of Godzilla 1955 figure, they're actually the same mold, the same sculpted, and a different color. Just like the other ones, we know the Bandai 50 Memorial made this Godzilla first until Movie Monster Series did their own by using the same sculpt. So yeah, this will also be the last time until we're using the Godzilla has 4 toes until they went back to do that along with his fangs and ears till 1984's The Return Godzilla. So that's for my review of Bandai Movie Monster Series, Godzilla 1955. Stay tuned for the future of the figure reviews. So let me know this in a comment below to tell me what you want me to do next sometime in the future, and I will do it. So as always, stay BG fans and Goji Fan 1993 for more and do more videos in the future. So yeah, so stay BG fans as always. So remember my friends, bye!